It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
What's up, Jones Bones? It is your girl, Unitedly Random, and today we are going to be doing a reading called Are You Bugging? Okay, this is a reading that generally takes whatever situation you're kind of in that you're feeling like, you know, am I crazy? Like, is this a problem? What's going on here? And it just kind of says, hey, a little bit is it, and it's not all in your head, but a little bit is it making a mole out of a molehill? Wait, making a mountain out of a molehill, or taking certain things and this, you know, kind of harping on this one idea or this one way of doing things, and it's kind of leaving you at a disadvantage. So for each pile, I actually made a piece of digital art, and I'm gonna put that on the screen now. So for group number 1, we actually have a green piece. For group number 2, we have a pink piece. And for group number 3, we have a blue piece. I'm going to let these be the stones that you guys kind of choose from. I'm going to go into more detail of what the digital image that I created kind of has inside of it, what message it kind of comes with each of the readings while I'm doing the reading, okay? Before you go ahead and choose a deck, I want you to, you know, sink into this pick a card's energy. You know what they say, you know, you breathe in for 5, hold for 3, and let out for 7, okay? So I would like you guys to pause the video and do just that. Breathe in for 5, hold for 3, and pause or exhale for 7, okay? And I want you to do that 3 times, okay? After that, go ahead and choose whichever pile is calling to you or whichever image is also calling for you. I hope that these images go together with the piles, but I haven't seen the piles, and I drew the images last night with this in mind. Just trying another way to use my intuition, and I'm hoping that digital art can be a part of this journey because I'm having a lot of fun creating things on the computer. Much love to you guys. Oh my goodness, I'm missing nails. Much love to you guys, and let's go ahead and get into pile number 1, which would be this pile right here, okay? Pile number 1, let's go ahead and get started with you guys. You guys were the green image, you know. Let's see what you guys cards say. I'm wondering if it'll match what the image says. So let's focus. So the first card we're going to focus on is the tarot card, which is the 5 of Cups upright. It speaks about focusing on the wrong things, kind of being stuck a little bit in the past, I want to say. Stuck in the past, not moving forward. You can't see that the sun is about to go down and you're about to be in the dark, okay? On top of that, we have focus. You're focusing on the wrong things, and it's kind of leading you to not explore the world a little bit more. You're stuck. And then we have concealment. There's some things that are hidden to you. You're focusing on the wrong things, but you don't realize that something is a blessing for you in disguise. It's concealed because you don't allow it room in your head to think maybe this was meant to be this way. You're focusing on how your cups have spilled over, and the 2 cups that are behind you are still concealed because of the focus, because you can't get over 3 cups. I feel like I'm a little bit of a I'm repeating myself in this, but to go ahead and bring up my digital art, okay? Are you bugging? While I was creating my digital art, I had this inspiration that it had something to do with love, okay? And it had something to do with possibly a male ghosting you, possibly he's not texting back, or she's not texting back. The opposing party is not texting back. They're not giving you that attention. Lots of conflicts. But it did not say that you are bugging. There's this undertone of maybe. And I think it's maybe because you're focusing on the wrong things, and therefore you can't get the right answer that you're really looking for because you're focusing on the wrong things. You're focusing on why isn't he calling me, instead of being focused on why do I need him to call me? Like, I've only known this person for about 2 weeks. Why do I need that connection? I don't know why I'm harping on it being someone that, like, stop connecting with you. We have in the image, there's a check mark, and there's not a lot of times that the pink and the blue come together. They're really standing on opposing sides, and in only one area do they stand together. In one instance do they really stand together, and they blend together, but they're not even blending together that well. We have a spiral, so I feel like the male or the opposing party, this could be you, but they're going through a lot of things, and they're really focusing on themselves, not in a selfish way, because self-healing isn't necessarily selfish, but they're focusing on themselves, working on themselves. With the black, I think this is the only image that I really use black. There's just outside things coming into play. And with the pink stars, I feel like you kind of brightened up that person's day, but you can't stop the spiral that they're going through, if that makes sense. So maybe if you don't start looking at this in a different way, then you are bugging. But right now, it's just a maybe, because I believe that you could walk away from this energy and it wouldn't consume you like it's on the process of consuming you if you continue on this path. Now, when I was doing this, I thought, okay, this deck needs a certain card. And I was going to pull out my Island Time Wellness cards, because I was like, yeah, this is going to be a love reading. I'm sorry for the people who did not want a love reading. I can try to spin it in a different way that it's not a love reading, but I definitely felt some relationship type of situationships with this. And relationship isn't necessarily love, right? Relationship could definitely be your relationship, interpersonal relationships with other people. There's hidden things, and you're focusing on the wrong thing, which, this focusing on the wrong thing also, what do they call it? This focusing on the wrong thing is turned around and like verified. I don't know the word that I'm trying to use, but it's verified by the focus in Rosemary, and also the concealment with the black cloak. So it's definitely a situation in which you're having a conflict of interest. There's something happening where two things are not aligning in the way that you would like to align, and it's hurting your heart. So heart energy, cup energy, emotions is really making you feel emotionally unstable. If we're going to talk about this in a non-love way, it's just a situation that makes you feel very emotionally unstable. But let me go ahead and pull some cards from the Island Time Wellness deck. We got a card that's in reverse. And we got another card in reverse. So we have the golden mirror. This represents being self-absorbed, all about oneself. And it's really funny because I talked to you about the spiral. So that idea of someone spiraling and they got to focus on themselves is not being selfish. And it's even more so, again, verified with this card. The self-absorbed card, or narcissistic card, or the one-sided relationship card is in reverse, indicating that it's actually not along those lines. Okay. We also have the Hand of Cards in reverse. We're just talking about take a chance, a risk, being strategic, having options. You don't have options right now. You don't have options in this situation like you think you do. You're looking at, oh yeah, I could do this. I could do that or I could do this, when actually you only have two options. Those cups have already spilled. You're focusing on the wrong thing. And I think that is saying, you know, take a chance, a risk. You have options. And that's in reverse. You don't have options. Stop looking at this thing that you're trying to go after so hard, full-heartedly, because that's just going to make you, goodness, that's going to make you feel like a fool in the end when things don't work out the way that you would have liked for them to work out. Okay? You could walk away right now and not feel so foolish in the end. Dang, like, I feel like this isn't a message that's really sent. It's not sent with hate, but it's not sent with the kindest voice that I could send. And I'm sorry that possibly this message might not get to you because of how it's being sent. Let me think of it a little bit. Like, how do I send this message without alienating you from this thing? Because you wouldn't be focusing on this thing if it wasn't something that you cared about. That cup energy, your emotions are invested. I believe what the cards are saying is if you continue down this path, you're going to start to lose your correct path, because you're gonna, like, you know when there's a fork in the road and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go this way, and once you start going in the other direction, is you keep going, you're meeting more forks, you get further and further away from what could have been a better path for you to take, if you had went back instead of going forward, I feel like. So it's asking you to stop focusing on one thing and focus on another. Only you guys will know what that thing is. Let me go ahead and pull your last card for today. And that last card will be one of my red, I don't know what these cards are. They're kind of oracle cards, but if you've been with me for a while, I like to shuffle out a card, and it doesn't necessarily have something to do with this situation. It's just a card that you should take with you throughout the week, or, you know, whenever you see this. So, give me 1 second. A card for group number 1, my green group. What do they need to take with them, Spirit? Boom. It says, fall in love when you are ready, not when you're lonely. Again, fall in love when you are ready, not when you are lonely. I feel like this is a bit of a situation where you might have met someone and you're like, things moved really fast, and things moved really fast because you thought, okay, this is gonna go all the way. I know it. You put a lot of eggs into this basket. You have to ask yourself, why did I put so many eggs into this basket? I barely know this person. We've never met in person. Why did I think that this was going to be the one? And why did I need this to be the one that I'm obsessing over it when it's not going the way that I wanted it to go, right? There's some certain questions that you have to ask yourself now. And this happened for a reason. This happened for a reason. It's time to do a little bit more shadow work. It's time to do a lot of bit more shadow work, because the shadow work is going to put you in a position where you won't be focusing on these choices that don't even exist anymore. You'll be focusing on 2 choices. And when you only have 2 choices out of 5 choices, you're better at making the right decision. You know, if I had a 20% chance of picking the right one out of a 50% chance, you know, I want my 50% chance. And so you're focusing on this idea that you have a 20% chance and your odds are ever in your favor. But in reality, if you move past this where you're trying to choose between the 20% if it's right or if it isn't right, you'll see that you only have 50%. You have less. It's weird, but you have, I'm trying to say it, but you have less of a margin of error if you let certain things go and focus on other things. Okay? Thank you for watching another Unitedly Random video. This is time. Let's take this with you. save the video and come back to it if you couldn't hear the message this time, because the message wasn't coming out sweetly. It wasn't holding your hand and kind of cuddling you right now, which I'm not trying to belittle you or anything like that, but it wasn't coming out like, okay, we got, like, come on. No, it was just like flat out, stop focusing on this thing, because you're gonna hurt yourself in the long run. I see pain following if you continue down this path. Dang, much love and positivity, and I hope that you guys find the answers that you were searching for. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Group number 2. Hello, darlings. It is your girl, Unitedly Random. If you skipped the intro, it's nice to meet you. So, we're going to go ahead and get into your picture. You guys, I do believe, were the pink image. And that brought up a little bit of fun, because as soon as I saw the pink image, I was thinking of a song from Willy Wonka, and I forgot the song, but there was a song on Willy Wonka, so maybe watch the movie. There's going to be a song that's going to stand out to you in it, but because music popped into my head, I went ahead and pulled out the iTunes, so maybe there's another song that I can give you in place of the song that I forgot the name of, okay? Or the melody. Like, it popped into my head and went whoosh right after. So we have the Chariot. Good things are happening. The Chariot. We're moving forward. And then we have, oh goodness, we have Eliminate. Okay, and then we have Service. So are you, okay, I don't know why, but even when I was doing the artwork, do you have a business that you're trying to start up? Do you have, what's going on with you? You're trying to do something. You're moving from something. You're eliminating certain people. But with the service card, I feel like you're giving a service with your actions. You're helping people with your actions. You're doing something that helps people. And you eliminate things that were holding you back from continuing your service. You eliminate obstacles. You're on your Chariot, and things are moving pretty fast. I don't know what's happening. And the idea is, are you bugging? Maybe things are moving so fast that you're like, oh my goodness, like, let me pinch myself. What's happening? Like, I'm seeing things happen, and I'm like, wow, this is happening too fast. This is too good to be true. What's going on? And you're asking, am I bugging? Because, like, this is too good to be true. And the cards are saying, no. And with the artwork, it said something about no. And even the song, I can't remember the song, but it was one of those uplifting songs in Willy Wonka where he's just talking about, like, keeping your head up high and things are working out. And I don't know the song. It's gonna kill me. I don't know the song. Hopefully I will find the song and I will link it down below so you guys can listen to it. But things are working out. What are we doing? What are we doing? That's so interesting, because even in my artwork I said no. But I feel like this is something that you have a lot of passion for. And I wrote it down, by the way. So you guys, before I even came here, I wrote everything down. So I'll show you that too. But there's a lot of passion. Things are happening, and things are going to be happening fast. And if you don't see that those things already happening, I'm here to tell you that things are about to start happening pretty darn fast for you, darling. Things are picking up. Are you ready for it? Like, you're ready for it. You're in that seat. You're ready for it. Let me tell you. Things are going to work out. You put in the work. You've eliminated your obstacles. You eliminated yourself who thinks that you're not good enough to do this thing. And you're going to help so many people with your service. It's going to have a ripple effect. Not only are you going to directly help people, but you're going to indirectly help a lot of people. What are you doing? Did you start a tarot channel? What did you do? I feel like it's some type of business. I can't tell like if it's tarot related, but you're helping people. You're providing a service. Goodness. I don't know. But things are going to be happening soon. If it's not happening already behind the scenes and you're not telling anyone about it because you're just watching it happen, things are about to happen soon. And it's going to happen once you eliminate something that's holding you back. Once you eliminate that, you're going to be free to spoon out your service of love, emotional support. I feel like it's something along the lines of therapy, which I'm really turning towards tarot. Your service of handing out spoonfuls of love, it's going to help a lot of people. Now, because your pile was my musical pile, you know, I had a song in my head when I was thinking about you guys. I pulled out the iTunes cards, and I'm going to go ahead and shuffle out not just one, but two songs. I think there's something, I think you heal your soul with sound, and I think music is something that you quite enjoy. You're someone that, like, you love listening to your music. It makes you smile for a while. It's something that puts you in a good mood, and I feel like there's a song that you have to hear. So we have Toto, Africa, and we have Razor Light, Golden Touch. So look, you guys, I don't know these songs. I could quickly look up the lyrics for you guys. I'll definitely make sure that I put the songs in the link down below. But let me go ahead and let me look into the words of this. But off the rip, no, you are not whatsoever in the wrong. Things are happening. I see a lot of passion here. So Toto, Africa lyrics. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. I bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never had. It's saying to be patient. It's going to take a while. So this is definitely making me feel like either you put in a lot of work in the past, or you're putting in a lot of work now, and it's telling you that it's going to take some time before you see the fruition of all of that work. But the work that you did manifests the reality that you're going to have. Blessing the rings down in Africa. You are Africa in this case. I know it sounds silly, but you are Africa in this case. And by all of the work that you did leading up to this point, you bless the rains. You bless the rains down in Africa. You bless yourself. You bless yourself. And so it says that you know what you must do, and I think this is calling a call to action. You know what you must eliminate. It's not up to me to tell you what you must eliminate. You know what you must do. How are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? I'm looking through to see anything that pops out to me, and it's one more like kind of lyric phrase, and it says, the moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. I definitely feel like this is a spiritual journey. Wait, this is a spiritual journey, and you have to eliminate some things to be of better service to other people, because spiritual journey isn't just a self thing. It's helping the collective. Okay, this is interesting. No, you're not crazy. Some things might have been happening. You might have been seeing some things, and you're like, am I bugging? No, you're on the path of a spiritual awakening. Wow. Some things are happening in your life. Okay. Now I'm looking up Razor Light, Golden Touch lyrics, and let's see what they have to say. Okay, so the first thing that stands out to me is you could have it all if you want it. You could have it all if you want it. I bless the rain down in Africa. You're manifesting this moment. You're manifesting. If you want it, put in the work because you can have it. You can truly have it. It says, but then all they know is how to put you down. Eliminate the people that are not pushing you to be a better self. You eliminate the people that are dragging you into drama. Eliminate the people that keep pulling you back. Because all they're doing is pulling you down. It says, when you are there, they are your friends. But when you're not around, they say, oh, she's changed. Spiritual awakening. Queen. Queen, you're gonna lose a lot of people. If they're not on the same path as you, you're gonna lose them. And that's not your fault. They're gonna have their own spiritual awakening. If not this life, in another life, okay? They're going to have to go through the same thing that you're going through. The same reason that you feel like you're going crazy, they're gonna have to do that. If not in this life, in another life. But that's not you have to leave some people behind. People that you love and care about. You're going to have to leave them behind because they're not going to, they're going to keep holding you back. They're not trying. They've, just like you've been through hard things, they've been through hard things. And that's why you don't want to just walk away from them. Because you know they've been through hard things. You know that, I can't just leave them. That she doesn't really have friends. Because the things that happen, she pushes people away and I'm the last one left. No. That is not your job. That is not your purpose. In a spiritual awakening, you don't walk away with everyone you walked into it with. You're not bugging by thinking that you need to walk away from them. You're not bugging by feeling like these situations are below who you are now. You're not bugging because you're changing. You're changing to be a better you, a better version of yourself. And that means that you can't take people along for the ride sometimes. There's a wonderful community online. Try to find a community of people who are on the same path, but sometimes you really have to do it alone. And then you're going to be a leader for other people. Service. You're going to be the leader for other people for their spiritual awakening. So let me look at the song again and see if there's anything else that they're saying. So it says, well, they're mean, they're just jealous because they'll never do things that they wish they could do so well. They're mean and they're jealous because they can't get to that level. Their storyline, their fate, their path isn't at the level that you're at. You're magical. You're a magical being. And not to say that everyone isn't a magical being. It's just certain things kind of, kind of kick off the need for your powers to, ignite. If we're going the superhero route, your powers just ignited. And their powers, the people that you have to leave behind, their powers aren't going to ignite in this lifetime. That doesn't mean that you stop living the person who you're meant to be. That means that you have to say goodbye. So let me look over here and see what else they got to say. It says, you leave 1,000 messages on her phone, but you'll never get through. This is someone. Ooh, goodness. A situation just popped into my head. I'm not going to give y'all the full story because we'll do that on a story time one of these mornings. But the situation just popped into my head that you and someone moved away from each other. And it was because of a fight or something like that. You guys moved away from each other, but you weren't the one who started the fight. You didn't even do anything. This person just blew up on you, and you're still reaching out and trying to mend that friendship. You're still reaching out, and you're like, wait, I didn't even do anything. Why was she so mad? Like, let me reach out and say sorry. What are you saying sorry for? You didn't do anything. You know you didn't do anything. That's not your fight anymore. You're not meant to continue along that path of trying to please certain people. Eliminate that person, eliminate that situation, and continue around your path because you know you didn't do anything wrong. This is a resounding no. Am I bugging? No. Let me go ahead and pull my last card for you. Now, if you guys have been to my pick a card readings before, I like to use these cards right here. Let me stop smacking them. I'm sorry, y'all. I like to use these cards right here to kind of give a general message for you guys that you can take with you. That doesn't necessarily have anything to do with this reading, but just something that you should take with you. Give me a moment. Group number 2. What should they take with them? Group number 2. What message should they take with them? Give me 1 second. Come on, from this pile. What message should group 2 take with them? It says harmony is pure love, for love is complete agreement. Harmony is pure love, for love is complete agreement. What is that telling you? Because for me, it's saying something very clearly. The situations that you're having, these rocky situations with these people that you have to eliminate, you're saying that's love. And maybe you came from a situation where your home life wasn't that good. And you're kind of attaching yourself to this love. The universe wants you to know that there are more loves out there, different types of loves. Loves that won't hurt you like this situation. I'm not saying like a romantic love. I don't feel like this is really romantic. But there's more people out there that won't hurt you like this situation has hurt you. It's more people out there that you find harmony with than you think you will. And you're moving forward. As soon as you eliminate what's holding you back, who you are unharmonious with, you're going to find more harmony, okay? You're going to find your complete agreement. And that complete agreement is love. You're going to find love. You're going to find people who are going to treat you well. And who aren't going to blow up on you and then turn around and be like, it's your fault, and not talk to you for a while. And you're calling and trying to get back in contact with them. And they're like, you know what, forget you. No, you're going to find people that won't do you like that. Thanks for watching another pick a card reading. I will see you guys later. Bye. What's up, Jones Bones? It is your girl, Unitedly Random. This is group number 3. I do believe you guys were my blue background group. How you doing? Let's go ahead and get into your cards. We have the choices cards, the first card. Then we have love. And then we have sensuality. Bad sensuality. It's sensuality. Goodness, a lot of reds, passion, love, choose me. I'm hearing the cards say, choose me, but you don't even know who that person really is, but choose me. Goodness, love, sensuality, you have a choice that you're going to have to make. And out of all of my cards, I don't know if I'm going to be able to spin this in a different way. You have a choice that you have to make, and it's a love choice. A love choice. And it's funny because with my group, you know, my digital art that I created this image and I wrote notes next to it right after I created it. And it was like love, and it said it's simple. It's simple. So we're talking about love, and it's simple. And it also gave another answer, but I'm going to hold off on that answer after I see the other cards that we have. Okay, so let me pull out my Island Time Wellness cards, and let's get into it. Let's get into it. Are you bugging? Are you bugging group number 3? Let's see. Goodness. Okay, we got a couple cards. And it's giving me an image on the situation. So we got 2 cards in reverse. That's stabbed in the back, which represents heartbreak and pain. That's in reverse. So it's not really too much of a sudden, quick jab. It might be something that happens over time. We also have keys on a ring, which represents many options. One night stand, a string along. No, you don't have a lot of options. You have the false sense of options. And that is the problem. That is the problem. Then we have twin flames. Yin, yang, zen, a balance, a coupling, complementing each other's. And then we have kisses, giving unconditional loving, giving and receiving affection, and falling in love. I feel like you're looking for someone else. You're thinking to yourself, I can do better. And you're trying to avoid doing the shadow work that comes with the twin flame. Because things got hard. And you're like, I can do better than this. I'm moving on. And you're just trying to avoid the shadow work. You're going to have to do the shadow work either way it goes. You can't run from it, baby. You cannot run from it. It's going to come back up. But I feel like this person has hurt you before in the past. And it was something that wasn't shocking. It was just something that hurt you. But it wasn't like a quick jab. Like they didn't care. They hurt you without even realizing their actions. I think maybe you're dealing with someone who doesn't really show their emotions too much. They're very quiet. They don't say things like you would like for them to say. And that makes you feel like, oh, I want someone else who's going to do these things for me. I want someone else who's going to treat me this way. I feel the twin flames energy. I feel like you guys have so much that you can learn from each other. You can learn from each other. And you guys have an opportunity of making that relationship work. But someone's trying to clock out of the relationship thinking that they have other choices, when in actuality, you don't really have other choices. Because this is meant to be a part of your journey. This is meant to be a part of your fate. Goodness. It's meant to be a part of what you go through to learn more about yourself. So with the 7 of Cups energy, right? We're looking at this person and we have these clouds and we have these cups and we have all of these different choices. But in reality, you know, with the fog behind it, it makes it seem like this is unrealistic choices. We have the pick-me in the middle, the person with the kind of veil over their head, kind of arms raised, like choose me. And the thing is, they're surrounded by red. They're the obvious choice right now. But you're still looking at all of these other things like, well, I'm interested in that. I'm interested in this. Maybe that. You know, we have another head over to the side. And we're looking at them like, oh, I mean, this person is, you know, interesting. You're looking at other people when the universe is already pointing you in one direction, right? So rose quartz, love, healing, lots of healing the heart chakra. There's going to be a lot of healing in this relationship. There's going to be a lot of healing from this painful past. And not even painful past with this person, but painful past of your childhood. Sensuality, sensual, coming together. And maybe this isn't your forever relationship, but you're going to have something. You're going to have something with this person that you'll never be able to recreate with anyone else. You're going to have such a deep knowledge of one another that you guys will always have each other's back through this relationship, is what I'm picking up on. It's yin yang, it's balance, it's growth. A lot of growth is here. And I don't know if you're running away from the growth or he's running away from the growth, but it's really simple. There's love here. I feel like you're thinking, or someone in this relationship is thinking, that the other one doesn't care about the other person as much. And I'm pointing towards you because you're clicking this video. You're like, oh my gosh, he doesn't care about me and this and this and that. He doesn't treat me nice. Some people have to be taught how to treat others, especially if he came from a home where his family didn't make it long term, or if he has any mental illnesses, because let's be real, those really do affect relationships. So if he's come from a place of that, it's going to take a lot of growth. Now, I'm not forcing you to get back together with this guy or anything, but I feel like if the idea is he doesn't care about me, or you guys haven't gotten to that point where you guys got into a relationship, there is cards on the table that say that you guys do care about you. It's cards on the table that say that you guys are soulmates. It's cards on the table that say the options that you think you have aren't really the options that you have, because this was meant to happen. So this is someone that you're talking to. I do say that this person is interested in you. This someone that you're already dating, I do say that they are still interested in you. I think they don't know how to express themselves. And sometimes you guys have to work on communication and work on what you need to hear, because it's all about your love language, okay? I think that maybe you guys have different love languages. Take the love language quiz together, and so you can understand each other in a better way. There's a lot of tools and resources there that you can understand each other in a better way. And once you put in that work, it's going to work out even better, because this person honestly needs you to become a better person, and you need this person to become more patient. You need this person to become more kind. I feel like if you're the one that's looking for your other options, you're like, I don't have time for this. You go do what you're going to do. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. But in reality, I feel like you are meant to be in this space in this moment, okay? Let me go ahead and let's go ahead and end up this reading, because it's very simple. It's very simple. In the digital art drawing that I did, right? In the digital art drawing that I did, there's a heart. There's an olive. There's not a lot of intervening lines. They're kind of like a strong heart on the table. That heart on the table is the opposing person. I see you more as the pink person. And you're kind of a supporting line along the way, but you're not really intersecting with them. Like, no matter what this person does, you're just kind of hovering. You exist in this reality, but you're just kind of like, you're not really putting yourself out there. You possibly were hurt in a relationship in the past. If you look at the image, they're like steps that are leading to the heart. The steps that you need to take that are leading to the heart are actually the steps along the lines of learning and growing. This person will definitely open up their heart to you. They just need time. Okay, you can't step into there just because you're ready to give your 100%. You can't step in there and force someone else to give their 100% when they've been surviving on giving themselves just 15%, okay? you're meeting someone that's possibly in a dark space and you're expecting them to consume you as if nothing ever happened to them, or they don't have any traumas, or they're trying to deal with their own problems, okay? And you may think, well, if you're trying to deal with your problems, I don't need to waste my time. You go deal with that. This is someone that you are meant in a way to interact with. You're meant to help this person, okay? And you could walk away now, but this person will come back into your life before the end of it. You're still going to have to do this task, okay? This is your twin flame. You guys can help each other a lot. A lot. And it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy at all. But there's a opportunity of deep love. There's an opportunity of deep love that doesn't even have to be sexual. There's an opportunity of a deep friendship here. And I guess the idea is, am I bugging? When you look at this person, and if you're thinking this person doesn't want anything to do with you and you're the only one in this relationship and you're the only one that cares, am I bugging? Yes. Yes, you are. It's not easy for me to say. Yes, you are bugging, because you're trying to walk away from what fate has already put on your lap. Like, you can walk away from a situation before it happens. Like, if you never met him, you could have went pretty much your whole life doing this other thing. But once you met him, it would engage in, like, the path would start, you know? Things would start to pick back up where you kind of left it. You've already met this person. You can walk away from them, but they will be back at this point. So, yes, you are tripping, darling, but we're reaching the end of the reading. So, whenever I do a pick a card reading live or anything, I like to pull this card. It doesn't usually have to do anything to do with the reading or anything. It's just something that Spirit feels like you should take with you along the way. It's just, you know, and some people like to see the shuffling on the screen. Like, you know, some of these cards go together so well that, you know that you want to see what's going to happen on the screen. You're like, wait a minute, she probably planted that or something. No, it's what the cards want you to hear. So we have adventure awaits, go find it. Adventure awaits, go find it. And what this is saying is open yourself up to the adventure. Open yourself up to going on this trip. Open yourself up. Just remain open. I think you possibly also want to do something. You want to travel this year, which, I mean, it's a COVID year. But something's going to happen. And maybe you haven't even met this person yet. That could be talking about that a little bit. You haven't met this person yet. And you're thinking about love. And you're thinking about this person or relationships. Adventure awaits, go find it. You're going to meet this person while you're out. You're not going to meet them on the internet or anything. You're going to be out doing things. And that's where you're going to meet this person. Thanks for watching another video from your girl, United Random. I hope to see you again. Let me know if this resonated in any type of way. Much love and positivity. Bye.